What does this little scene that appears on these verses represent? Before we begin, it should be known that this explanation is peculiar to the narration of Hafs and Asim. It doesn't work with other riwayat. The scene that can be found above these verses represents Sakt. What is Sakt? Sakt is a short pause during recitation without breathing, typically lasting for 1 second, which is equivalent to 2 harakat. This pause is shorter than a full stop. Let's look at the difference between a Sakt and a full stop, which is known as al-waqfu. An example of waqfu is غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم or اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. This is a complete stop which allows you to breathe before you continue reciting. An example of Sakt is إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا. You will notice that I paused on the word ملائكة. And this isn't the recitation of Hafs and Asim, so this should be noted. But just for explanation, when you pause on the word mala and you continue ikatu, you are not allowed to breathe during that moment of pausing. So this is called a sakt. In riwayah Hafs and Asim, sakt occurs in 4 places. The first one is Surah Al-Kahf. When you are joining the first verse of Surah Al-Kahf with the second verse of Surah Al-Kahf, then you recite Alhamdulillahi alladhi anzala ala abdihi al-kitaba wa lam yaj'al lahu iwaja. We continue قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا. This is al-waqf because we stopped totally at the end of the first verse and then we continue from the second verse. But if you want to join the 2 verses, you are not allowed to join it together except you recite with a sakt at the end of the first verse before continuing with the second verse. Thus, you recite this way. وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ عِوَجًا قَيِّمًا لِيُنذِرَ بَأْسًا شَدِيدًا. You are not allowed to breathe in between this verse when joining it. The second sakt occurs in Surah Yasin, where we have قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. On the word من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن, you are not allowed to join them together without a pause. So you say من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن. The third one can be found in Surah Al-Qiyamah, which comes in the verse وَقِيلَ مَنْ رَاقَ. You are not allowed to say وَقِيلَ مَنْ رَاقَ. And don't forget, this is according to the narration of Hafs and Asim. The last one can be found in Surah Al-Mutaffifin, where we have كَلَّا بَلْ ران على قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون. You can't say كلا بل ران. According to the narration of Hafs and Asim, this is wrong. You have to pause between bel and rana. This is the last sakt for Hafs and Asim. The proof for these pauses can be found in the famous book حرز الأماني ووجه التهاني في قراءات السبع, popularly known as الشاطبية. The author Imam الشاطبي رحمه الله states: وسكتة حفص دون قطع لطيفة على ألف التنوين في عوجا بلا وفي نون من راق ومرقدنا ولا مبلغان والباقون لا سكت موصلا. This clearly states that while Hafs and Asim performs sakt in these four places, the other qurra follow al-idraj, which is the opposite of sakt, which means insertion. So, according to Imam Hafs and Asim, we are to do sakt in these four places, and for other qurra, we are not to do sakt. We are to recite عوجا قيما مرقدنا هذا وقيل مراق كلا بل ران على قلوبهم. And that concludes the explanation of Sakt and its ruling in the riwayah of Hafs and Asim. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on Tajweed and Quranic recitation. Jazakumullahu khairan for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next video. Salam.